welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Casey Mize.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And
Ace Mize on the mound for game 2 of 3 with the Minnesota Twins. Looking for a better outing on the mound than yesterday. With Sawyer Gipson long, and Willie Castro tries to drop down a bunt on the first pitch of the game. To no avail, the sinker well low. That could be trouble. Carpenter on the run. He is there to make the play. Not the most efficient route to the ball, but able to get over there. And Willie Castro will not hurt us to start 2 games back-to-back. Twins also kind of got blasted in that June 13th roster update. The only one that really got boosted tremendously, well, the 2, Byron Buxton and Matt Wallner.
Stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
So there's that. First pitch slider. Jonah Bride called a ball.
1 out, base is empty.
Unfortunate. Whoa.
In the air, left
That's
side.
also to Carpenter.
Out.
Odd ball to swing on there. Fastball might have missed in off the plate, but so far so good. Oh yeah, that thing was about 6 inches inside.
Instead of a fly out to left.
Carlos Correa just missed. In now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Yeah, well maybe let's not let Correa pull a ball. That could be trouble. Long run for Meadows. He is there. Well, the outfield shines in the first inning in a 1-2-3 inning for Mize and the Tigers.
This is Tigers baseball.
Good stuff.
Great Lakes.
See if those guys that were making plays can get things started here. We also did mess around with the lineup ever so slightly. Put Riley Green into the 2-hole, Carpenter to third, simply because if we give more guys an opportunity to get on base before Carpenter hits, that's only going to do good things for us with the pace that Carpenter is on. Elevated ERA for David Festa, so you know what that means for us. We are probably going to suck at least the first 3 innings.
He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
In terms of the first swing of the game, that was pretty darn good. David Festa, only 3 pitches. Ground ball to shortstop. Whoa, bobbled. That could get us a base runner. That should go down as an error, though. And it does on Carlos Correa.
That puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So
that's pretty routine. It's right to him. He didn't have to move a whole lot. Better steal.
What a season it's been for him.
We did just see 2 straight fastballs from Festa. Maybe he starts Green off with something else, so sure, we'll put Parker on the move. Decent jump. It was a breaking ball. Pop, dude. There is something going on with the Twins catcher. He hasn't put a good ball onto the second base bag yet. That is Parker's 3rd steal of the series.
Way out front for strike 2.
Now steal 3rd. I don't think Parker's really got the jump for that. He's got the speed, but his steal is really low. So I'm thinking no.
Right-hander kick steals.
Down low in the dirt, but it bounces in front of Ryan Jeffers. 1-2 on Green, 2 fastballs up and away. Wind blowing out to right field today.
Man at second.
Ground ball snagged at 3rd. That's a good play. Royce Lewis.
And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hayes.
At the first out, so now we'll see Carpenter.
In recent games, Parker Meadows.
Riley Green can't get on, so early on that doesn't pay any dividends, bumping Carpenter back to third, but
this guy's better than 350 when he's
we shall see. And I mean, we put the two biggest home run threats on this roster back-to-back in Carpenter and Torkelson, so you got to pitch to one of them, and I would imagine more often than not that means they're going to pitch to Torque.
And there's a foul ball.
Couple of unfortunate foul balls, slightly off on timing here early.
And that one's a little bit low. Ball one.
Good take, and I mean, I guess it makes sense that he is going to be fastball heavy with only those 3 pitches. We should be able to get a pretty good gauge on every pitch that he throws here today. Should all have very distinct movement. Maybe the changeup gets us, but maybe not. 3-1 here to Carpenter.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the
a red-hot Torkelson due up behind him.
He's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 on, 1 out here in the first inning against Festa.
Wasn't even much to think about.
The designated hitter.
Good start.
Next is the designated hitter.
Another nice day for Torkelson last night, although he did just miss out on, I think, 2 home runs.
Yeah, that's
Tried to
foul
set back too long. Timing not quite there here in the early going. Whoa!
And misses. And it's
We're right past this, man. He's inviting contact with these.
Typically, you look for guys to get that
right now, I'm just not on it.
On this next pitch.
Oh! I was thinking slider. I also didn't think it was going to stay in the strike zone. Once I realized it was gone, it was too late.
The hitter, I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Now we'll see what Glaber can do. 294 on the year. Tigers still hitless. Carp is in. Yep, that's him on first base after a walk. Glaber Torres, rather, back up the middle. A little nubber. Watch the throw to third. Not in time. 1-0. Single for Glaber Torres. Man, I thought that was getting picked there by David Festa, but he just missed it. And then sending Carpenter to third. Really not a great idea, but not going to complain too much. It worked out. Here is Dylan Dingler, RBI machine. And I wonder if the Twins know that and would rather face Matt Vierling, the returning Matt Vierling, batting 7th today.
The 1-0.
Dingler, left field. That one is caught by Larnick. Thought that was going to have a little bit more drop to it, but it didn't. Tigers are on the board. An error and a walk.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Royce Lewis.
So now Royce Lewis. Mize with a slim lead to work with.
Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Here's someone, historically speaking,
I'm glad somebody else loves to scour eBay as well.
So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. That one way inside.
Royce early on, not too enticed to swing. He chopped at that, and it gets by Baez.
And a good start to the inning.
Well, didn't really get a step in before Baez had decided to dive. Base hit for Royce Lewis on a ball out of the zone.
Put the ball in play and just hope it finds a hole.
Sinker ball struggling early on for KC.
Close one.
The umpire is also struggling. 2-0.
Fouled off. He was late.
Second time early on that Casey Mize has been squeezed by our home plate umpire. And make it 3-1.
Down low.
That one could be trouble. Carrying back there. Carpenter got it.
Just missed it.
Carey playing some outstanding left field so far today. Matt Wallner gave one a ride, but stays in. Problem here, though, is Byron Buxton. In the dirt. Good block by Dingler. Command so far for Mize, not great.
Mize winds and deals. Close,
oh my God!
Yeah, that's ball 2. In there for a strike at the top of
so I see his strike zone is just shifted.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Yeah, the count is 3-1.
He's consistent. I suppose we'll give him that, but you can't put a pitch at the knees against him.
Trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like.
Oh, now that's not a strike. Okay, cool.
First and second.
Jesus God.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, hitting better than .350 this month.
I'd take a whole shit ton of pitches if I was the Twins too, I guess.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That's trouble.
Line drive, that's a base
that is at least going to tie this game. Meadows cuts it off. Byron Buxton rounding third, heading home. 2-1 Twins. And they can thank the ump for that.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's
unbelievable.
Why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
One down. Here's Trevor Larnach. 3 hits last night.
Had it out.
So he was a big factor in getting that win. Outside.
Can't throw the sinker reliably. Doesn't matter what we throw in the bottom part of the zone. It's not getting called.
And another ball.
It doesn't matter where we're throwing this. Holy.
Getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently.
I guess the umpire just wants this game to be like 11-10 or something. He just wants meatballs all game long.
2-1 now. Fouled off left side.
If it ain't middle, it ain't getting called today.
The base runner at first with 1 out.
Oh my God, Casey.
Outside.
Everything but the fastball is missing well away. To center, right center. Carrying Meadows way back. Second out.
And there are 2 down.
Man, that blows. That's one of the worst sequences we've had this year. I mean, it's 29 pitches in. It feels like we've been squeezed on 5 or 6 of them. Edouard Julien.
Edouard Julien in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 runs across in the inning here in the second
Jesus
game
Christ,
of the
that
series.
sinker for Mize is brutal today. Brutally bad.
Got him looking.
We'll take a little bit of help. Really probably didn't deserve a run-scoring opportunity there, but Twins pushed 2 across.
The Twins 2 and the Tigers 1.
Clearly.
Back at Comerica Park.
Welcome back to Matt Vierling.
Now the third baseman,
Red hot in his 4-game brief return about a month ago.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across.
4 games played.
For the starter to go
4
out there,
doubles for Matt.
Shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Late on that fastball.
1-1. They just threw that fastball by him, elevated.
Little
and if
surprise
you're not looking
there.
up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that
Broken
velocity.
bat. That's got to drop.
Foul ground first base.
Did it? No. Oh, my goodness. In foul territory, Jonah Bride. What? How did he do that? He didn't even turn his glove up.
Up now for the Tigers. And he swings and misses at the initial
Tried to catch up to
offering.
96. He threw it at 94.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Over adjusted. Yeah, I guess. Holy hell.
1 down, base is empty. Now one miss.
One will miss up top.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Could certainly see him trying to drop a changeup in top of the zone.
2-2.
At some point, say it's open right now. Grounder, that's by.
It stays fair.
1 out single for Wenzel Perez. I will see Baez, who's starting to get back into a groove again. 10-gamer, though. A very quiet 10-game hit streak for Wenzel Perez.
Average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Runner on at first with 1 gone.
So here's Javi,
second
first
in the
baseman
American League in
today.
hitting. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
For as few pitches as he has, David Festa. Would have thought we'd seen more sliders here early.
High in the air.
There was one. That's a pitch that Baez needs to do more with, and
catch. 2 down.
he did take a hit in that June 13th roster update in contact against right-handers, to the point that I flirted with maybe taking Baez out against righties, but he's been so good all year, so leave him in. And Parker Meadows, left center field, that one's down.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be
We will
extra
hold the
bases.
runner at third, maybe
Stop sign
not
at
the
third.
smartest
It's a 2-out
idea.
double, second and third now.
But we'll see what Riley Green can do. A double for Parker Meadows.
105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just
Well, if they actually gave Wenzel his true speed and didn't cap him at 69 for no reason, I probably would have, but
Green digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
oh well. Here's Riley. Oh,
Right side.
rolled over, and it's going to
Takes it
turn
himself to the
into
bag,
a
and that'll do it.
bad decision there, potentially. Could have tied the game, but
they're down.
haven't seen many first pitch changeups. He's been first pitch fastball just about every at bat, and we got fooled there on that one. Unfortunate.
Back here in Detroit at the plate, Willie Castro.
See what kind of mood the ump's
In
in.
his 6th season,
Here in this third
hitting
inning.
leadoff in today's game, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Fastball for a strike.
Hitless against his former teammate is Willie Castro. Oh, pff,
Hit hard.
so much for that. Elevated splitter. Overall, still not a terrible spot for it. Wasn't like a hanger.
It needed to be thanks to the bad job. Those small moments can be
It
costly.
was on that outer edge, and he just slapped it to left.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Well, now just about not letting the umpire screw you. In there, strike 3. Wow.
I can't argue with that one.
Pretty clear the ump's not going to miss that call, but not like we really want to put it there the remainder of this game.
Kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get
And Baez, a little bit turned backwards. Perez throws back to first. Double play just like that.
That'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left.
Certainly not the cleanest double play you're ever going to see in the world, but
It's the Twins 2.
they all
and
count the
Tigers
same.
1.
Twins 2, Tigers 1. Bottom of the third we go.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's
Be
the
4
left
and
fielder.
5 for the Tigers. Carpenter, Torkelson, Torres.
And there's
Wow.
No balls, 1 strike.
Oh, man. Carpenter just missed that.
and that
1-1.
skips in the dirt.
Probably a good waste pitch. Take your focus off a little bit. 2 and
That
1.
one misses, and it's 2-1.
Carpenter walked his first time up, and I think we're certainly going to see him get more walks.
Check
Wow, went around on that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Didn't feel like it. Felt like we would have been just right at that playing, but apparently not.
Swings through it for the K.
He's working that changeup in now.
He came out of his mechanics.
He's even throwing it in the strike zone.
Shoot the ball the other way, but that time.
First trip through the order, he's just fastball, fastball, fastball. Maybe rare changeup or slider, but now he's leading with the change.
Here comes Torque to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
That one hit hard, but that's not going to get down.
Makes the grab for the second out.
He was all over that fastball right there. Tell you what, if he gets
Rip the first pitch fastball.
an inch or a little bit more, that's really
But into the no-fly zone of Byron Buxton.
Off the plate, ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher
And
out
Dingler
there on
do
the
up
mound.
after Torres.
In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Yep.
That one finds
Right.
the zone. 2-1 now.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And that
Not
one is
much on
lifted in
that
the
from
air.
Glaber. It's a 1-2-3 inning for
Makes the
Detroit.
play, and that's out number 3.
We got to do more with these fastballs David Festa is offering. There are so many hittable ones. This team's just not making solid contact right now.
As we go to the top of the 4th.
We
Now
get
the
into the
hitter
stretch
for
of the order
Minnesota,
that
Royce
gave
Lewis.
Mize a little bit of a fit.
There's a strike.
Royce Lewis leading off.
And takes low for ball 1. This
Well,
one
take a
popped
pop-up on the infield.
Baez in position.
And, I mean, you combine the
Makes the
small
grab, one
strike
down.
zone with the outstanding plate vision that we saw yesterday from the Minnesota Twins.
Matt
It
Wallner, the next twin
could
up to
certainly
hit.
be a very
Fly to
successful
left his
day
first time.
for Minnesota.
Ball 1 there.
They did not chase many outside the zone yesterday.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
We'll foul one away.
One down, base is empty. The other way.
Might have chased that one ever so
Foul
slightly,
ball.
but 1-2. In there, strike 3. We got 2 strikeouts rather on a curveball, but they've been left up.
That's about as good
Both
of
of
a
'em.
backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locks it
Buxton,
in the
strike
box.
1.
Buxton in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing, called strike.
Complete opposite side of the plate we missed that. And
Roll
that'll
over to
go
third,
foul.
And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of it.
Try a hard slider. Got a piece.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's
Trying to
much
stay
easier
away
to
here
do
from
damage
Byron.
against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him on the corner. A rare call on the knees.
Nothing across here this half. And midway in
Or
the 4th,
strikeout for
it's
Casey
the Twins
Mize. I
2
want to
and
say
the
they're all
Tigers 1.
looking. Score remains 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the
And we'll
4th.
take a check of the current
Twins aren't, I guess you could say, out of it this early in the year, but certainly a big advantage for Detroit over Minnesota. Guardians and the Royals, about the only competition so far, and even the Royals are under 500. Dingler 0 for 1.
Now a
Now
screamer
one
into
in the
outfield.
center. Byron Buxton
That's it,
again.
all the way.
Now batting.
Oh, yeah.
And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling.
Now we'll see Vierling.
Remember, he was absolutely
sawed off
of a
and
base hit last time up.
popped up in foul territory. Diving play by Jonah Bride.
Right through there for
His
a
first
strike.
time.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Sky high. Guess who? That'll be Byron Buxton again.
Buxton hauls it in,
As
and
Vierling
there's
just
two
got underneath that.
away.
Man, games like this suck.
Now at the plate.
When we're making good contact, or really the last 2 innings, we're making decent contact. It's not mattering right now.
On the outside corner, 0-1.
0-1.
Hit 3 balls to Byron Buxton in the last 2 innings. Ground ball right to
Hard hit
second.
right
Tigers
side.
will go 1, 2, 3 again.
First, and the
On
inning
good
is over.
timing
So they make
swings
short
on balls
work
down
of
the
them.
middle this time
On to
around.
the top of the 5th we go. It's the Twins 2 and the Tigers 1.
Can't have that. Really can't have that.
Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the
we're into the
starters have
5th
performed up to
already.
this point.
This game has just come to a
Back to
crawl.
work. That one close, ruled the ball.
We're gonna do it again, huh? We're back to it, huh?
On the corner for a strike.
Mm-hmm.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1.
That one misses. 3-1.
No, dude, fuck this guy so much.
Fastball for a strike.
Seriously.
Boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses.
Walked him.
So a leadoff walk.
Well, you can thank the blue for that one, too.
Kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Fought off foul.
My lord.
Next offering is fouled back.
0-2 on Larnach.
And it's fouled off. They'll do
Way,
it again.
way late.
Runner at first with no outs here. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Oh, my lord, how'd he get that?
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I'm convinced you could throw a ball just about anywhere and Larnach's going to foul it away. Back up the middle.
Base knock center
Who
field.
would have ever thought?
Runner stops at second. And the
This
first
team
two
is so
reach to start
scrappy,
the
so
inning.
Couldn't
annoying.
have timed it up any better than that. He got that front foot down, and
My
his
God.
recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Might have been another Minnesota hit on a ball below the zone.
First and second. No
At the
outs.
knees, surprised he didn't
Julian,
take it for a
the
ball.
next to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Swinging a foul out of play.
First 2 have reached here against Mize here in the 5th.
And that is out of play.
Lucky this is Edouard Julien, otherwise that is probably gone. Oh, you are kidding me!
Base hit. Coming home.
Meadows cuts it off.
He'll score easily.
They will not send the other runner. It is 3-1 as the first 3 Twins have reached in the 5th.
Hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up,
Fuck this team for everything that they are worth, which isn't much in my
trying to
mind.
hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
This is Willie Castro. Outside corner, there's a strike.
How's that
Martin
taste?
On third, Julien at first with no outs. Runner on the move.
Hit and run for the Twins there. Willie Castro will foul it off. Chopper back to Mize. They will not try and score the run. Back to first to double play.
Is it double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play.
Second Twins double play of the day. This one a little bit more unconventional. One of those odd spinning type plays, and Mize even kind of glitched out. They definitely could have scored a run there, but
Jonah Bride
didn't
will
want
hit
to
next.
risk it because we could have just gone
0-2
home.
in this one. In there, and it's 0-1.
Midway through the game, all of a sudden the strike zone's big.
And one in scoring position.
Chopper, Gleyber Torres, spinning throw. That worried me, but it will end the inning.
Stops things from getting out of hand.
Scrappy Minnesota Twins team yet again.
It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Fastball down and in. Edouard Julien sucks just enough to bloop it. Well, he didn't even really bloop it. He actually hit it hard. Not even really sure how.
And we're back. Bottom of the inning.
David Festa, 44 pitches through 4. He's just such a strike thrower. I mean, you can't run him up. And our swings just haven't been good enough today.
Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the first round out of high school in Florida. That one misses.
Not good enough.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball.
Festa doesn't have a lot of stamina, though. Important to know.
Away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
In the air.
That one, right field. It will drop fair. Oh my goodness, that had to have been close. Tigers finally catch a little bit of a break. That looked foul to me, but it must have just clipped that line. Sure did. Good look at it.
Parker Meadows getting ready to hit.
Well, top of the order. Here's Parker. Ground ball. That's through. Oh man, I thought we were getting into a double play there, but not the case. Just go.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely.
Yep, Parker's back. He had a rough series against the Athletics.
Crazy.
Riley Green so far having a rough series here against the Twins. Good time to break out of it. That one is also through. We will yet again have to hold the runners. That ball was hit a bit too hard. Bases juice, nobody out for the best hitter in the American League.
That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel.
These are the results that we were expecting from David Festa.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this
Oh,
season,
it's a strike
so
now.
have to be extra careful.
How convenient. How many balls did we throw in locations like that did not get called today?
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And that clips the inside corner. Some movement in the Twins.
For a little bit more of a meatball from David Festa. He's been featuring them all day.
Warming up as well.
Neither of those first two met the eye. Back up the middle, Carpenter. Could have probably tried to score Meadows there.
And they don't push it.
But still, opportunity to tie this game at the very least with just a simple single.
Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner.
Bullpen action is warming up for Minnesota. Yeah, I think so. And they will go to the pen here. Quick in for Festa. Did not expect Mize to outlast Minnesota's starter.
New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Interesting call.
Brock Stewart will take over.
Big old Brock Stewart.
Really tough spot to come in.
High ERA. Look at the batting averages against. Oh, you can't. They're behind my camera. 305 against the righties. 345 against left-handers.
And next will be the cleanup hit.
Got gas in a 5-pitch selection, though.
Ball
1
no
to
strikes.
Torres, who is 0 for 2 today. Strikeout on a nasty slider. His first time up, and then a rocket right to Byron Buxton.
No.
There you go.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter.
Oh,
That's a strike. Now
damn.
2-1.
That's a nasty cutter. That thing took a turn.
And
3-1.
Inside.
With nowhere to put him.
Like these, the air can get really thin.
How good will the 3-1 pitch be? 2
Two
fastballs. We've seen a sinker and a cutter, so pretty much all the hard stuff.
Fouls one away.
But with the
and
cutter,
3-2.
but another good pitch just off that inner edge.
Inside. Really think the outer half is open.
See where he goes. High fly ball to right. This will be plenty deep enough for Meadows to score.
Makes the grab. Runners
Throw coming in. Not close. Torque with a sacrifice fly RBI. Tigers have come back from down 2. 3 consecutive runs for the Minnesota Twins. After the Tigers had made it 1-0, and now Gleyber Torres. There you go. See? Perfectly fine if that's going to happen to both teams, but first 4 innings, it wasn't. It was only us. Ooh.
Green at third.
I don't know how he didn't do something with that sinker. 2-1, he falls behind Torres as well.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Puts it in.
It's deep. Tagging and coming home.
Here comes the runner from
Throw is not going to be in time, and the Tigers take the lead.
That's the 3rd run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice
Certainly
job
not
of
the way you
executing
want to
the
get
play
it
right
done. 2 runs on sacrifice flies, but it's been effective enough. Here's Ding. That's going to end the inning.
Julian tosses to first.
What?
That's the 3rd
3 runs for Detroit.
3 runs on 4
We will
hits,
take
no
that.
errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. Tigers 4 and the Twins 3.
That's just kind of been the trend of this series, though. Nobody's really hitting the ball all that hard. Kind of got to play a little bit of small ball.
All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the shortstop.
So Mize
at the
with
plate.
relief,
Carlos Correa.
Warren behind him.
That's
But we'll
it
see
there.
if he
No
can
ball. 1 strike.
get through this 6th cleanly. And liner to Baez. Snag.
For the out.
That swing
Right
there
off the
tells me
infield
he's seen
dirt
the
and
ball
went
pretty
away.
well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do
Royce
anytime
Lewis.
you're at the plate.
Lewis into box again. Takes
All
the
on the
strike.
inner edge.
The Tigers leading
And the
by a
0-1.
run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Close one
And
doesn't get the call.
1 ball.
there that is again.
And a foul ball.
See if Mize has a good curveball. Not good
Ball
enough.
2.
2-2. Oh, that's going to drop right in front of Parker.
And it drops in.
What team has had more bloop crap hits against us than the Minnesota
Good
Twins
extension
this
on
year?
that swing. Took the pitch on the outside.
And
part of the plate
base hits on
and
balls
drove it
out
up
of the strike zone.
He let it travel just
That's their
enough.
3rd or 4th, I think, today.
And now Matt Wallner.
Oh, God.
Get the call. And that's
How
ball one.
consistently can they screw us on
One out,
those?
one on.
This
Ground ball
one
right
going to be a
side,
tough
could be
turn for
2.
2. Baez to Wenzel, back to first.
It's a double
Mize covering the first base bag to end the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7, 8, 9, 2 up.
Definitely need to put some more runs on the board. We know how 1-run leads go for us late in games. Get to the 8th inning, 9th inning, you're gonna blow it.
Well, you go bottom 6. Here's the 3rd baseman, Matt Vierling. Stewart, a righty that throws.
Bronx Stewart against Matt Vierling, 0 for
old,
2
a former first
in his
round
return
pick
to the order.
back in 2019. Just
No, that's a
missed.
ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that
I'm
pitcher
gonna have to
work
go
away.
crack the curtain a little bit. It's sweaty in here. Ground
On the
ball
ground to the
foul.
left, and it goes just foul.
Got one of those sweepers. Wasn't middle of the plate like we were hoping for.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
Yeah, good luck. I can't. Good Lord. Can't say I knew that, no.
And the sweeper misses.
Gross nasties will not leave my body.
Not
I'll make it full.
with that one, and that's ball 3. That
And
one
a walk.
misses, so a leadoff walk.
Leadoff base runner against Brock Stewart.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So a man at
Let's
first.
see Wenzel.
And now the shortstop, Wenzel Perez. Swing
Dying
and
on
it's up
stream
balls
for
foul.
content. Rather not. Perez 1 for 2. And a liner. That's double. I think they got him. They did.
Double play.
Oh, man. There is not a damn thing that Matt Vierling could have done on that.
Baez.
Baez.
Well, here's Javi.
Chases that one upstairs.
That was straight
No
queso
ball. One
right there.
strike.
Straight queso. I'm sure I heard that one before.
And that one
What?
goes to the corner.
Uh-huh.
In the
Ball
dirt.
one.
Now 1 and 2.
Trying to guess the strike zone today. It's really a fruitless endeavor.
Ball 2. 2-2.
And the
Full
sweeper
count.
is off the plate.
Make it full. Again. Parker Meadows having a nice day. Do him next. See if Javi can extend this inning.
That's a good
Yes, he
at-bat
will.
right there. He was down
A walk
early
for
in that
Baez.
plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a
Meadows
battle.
2 for
It's
3
not
on the
always
day.
easy laying off a 3-2
One of the
pitch,
few
and I'll
extra
tell you
base
what,
hits
he
that we
earned that
have.
walk.
Double a little bit earlier.
In the air, right
That was a
field.
fastball? What?
Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And that
I
is
could have
that.
swore that thing was going to be
So
middle
they'll
up.
work around a pair of
And then
walks in
it
the
just
inning.
kept moving
We're
inside. I
through
thought he threw the
Tigers
cutter.
4
No.
and the Twins
Four
3.
seamer. Make that make sense.
Back in Comerica Park. Leading
All
off
right.
Byron Buxton.
So that will do it for the day. Having Chase Lee up is not ideal. We're immediately going to go get,
Now pitching for the Tigers.
oh, probably Hannafy.
53. Chase Lee.
And that's through there.
Chase Lee
0-1.
has just one of the worst repertoires we have on this team.
And downstairs.
2 fastballs and a slider, and no velo.
Swing
Center
and a ball
field for
driven pretty
Meadows.
well out towards left center.
It's not driven
And
fairly
quick
well.
out number 1.
Boom.
Here's
One
the
away, now
catcher
we'll
to
see
hit,
Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers. Bounding ball here.
Wow, they went
Rolls
after a
foul.
ball around the knees.
Looking to get the tying
A
run
surprise.
on base.
Oh, you
And
can't
that's
be
off the
serious.
inside edge. And the count even 1-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider.
What's worse,
down
this
the
game
way.
or some of the ones we had in Houston in terms of the umps?
Next offering popped in the air, right?
No,
field.
Woody Keller hasn't really done this to us yet this
And
year.
there's 2 away.
It's been everybody else.
Now batting, the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Trevor Larnach, the next twin
Shit's
up to
wild,
hit.
shit sucks. Certainly
On the
takes
ground,
away a
right
little bit of
side,
enjoyment.
Baez.
Baez in a race
He
for the
takes it
bag.
himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Credit to Chase Lee, I suppose. A 1, 2,
Down go
3
the
inning.
Twins in order. Still down a run. It's 4-3.
Green, Carpenter, and Torkelson due up after the stretch.
A new pitcher in the game, Danny Coulombe.
He's averaging more than one hit.
Really rather not see Danny Coulombe, and I'm kind of surprised that we are.
So we'll see how he does here.
Actually, no, wait a minute.
One-run game.
He did not pitch
Riley
last
Green
night.
Up now for the Tigers. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing.
The fact that that was going to get called a ball, too.
Tap foul at the plate.
Nasty cutters to the left-hander in Green. This is a really bad matchup for our lefties.
The 0-2. And there's a ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen.
It's going to have a lot of nasty stuff that's going to break away from him.
If needed. Duran also getting ready. Misses
there you
just
go.
Off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there.
We did see Yohan Duran last night. He pitched the 8th, so not sure what he's going to have left. Check swing again. This time we did not go.
And a
3-2 count. Good take on that.
Swings and misses.
Just got the confidence in that pitch.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location, but
what you gonna do?
That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say
I didn't think he was gonna stay with that thing.
Carpenter stands in here.
Everything looks the same.
Coulombe, a very
Cutter,
difficult guy
slurve.
to get hits off.
Out of the hand, they look
Really
exactly
rare
the
for
same.
teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Gonna be a bad matchup against Torkelson, though.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That cutter is just damn near impossible to get timed right.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control.
2-2 on carry.
You can pretty much forget about it.
A little bit low. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any
Full
mistake.
count again.
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because
Close.
outside of that,
Really, really
too
close.
Good
Good
to
foul. We'd get rung up, for sure.
And that's ball
Take
4.
your base, ball 4.
I think
Maybe
he's
not.
okay with that outcome.
Now
It wasn't an intentional walk, but
Now, base runner for
he wasn't trying to
Torkelson.
attack the zone either.
I mean, he's just going to have to bust him inside, honestly. He leaks something over the middle of the plate. Could be big trouble.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And he's got deception.
And I mean,
in
same
his
goes for
delivery.
Glaber.
It's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Thing broke down, kind of surprised me. 1-1.
And that
He
misses.
tried backdoor.
Ball 2.
2 balls.
Did not work. Yeah, games when the umpires are this bad, they're just not fun. 3-1.
This is inside.
At this point in the game, you cannot
It's
issue
the
free
left-hander.
passes. He's gonna
If
have
the
to
pitch
challenge
is
this
right,
hitter. Hitter's got to be ready
I'd say
to swing
green
it.
light Torkelson here. Nope.
And ball 4. 2
All 4, so they'll work around Tord. And honestly, Torres is a better quality hitter against left-handers, so see what happens here.
Now at the plate.
2 on, 1 out.
Strikes through that one
What?
for strike 1.
0-1.
What do you mean that's a cutter? I kept waiting for it to move in. It never did. Ground. See there.
And fouled off. Runners at
How are those the same pitch? One moved a shit ton, one didn't.
7.
Rocket left field.
Left field.
That one could get out of here. No.
Drops into the glove. 2 away
Not
down.
great speed and a decent throw back in. It's Dingler now.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
Hitless here in the
4-for-3
game.
in this one.
Dingler.
And that
Down
one
low.
cutting but missing down low.
Fearling would be the next to hit. Dingler can extend this 7th inning. Oh. It's really one of our best swings the last couple at-bats right there.
Ball 2.
A rare fastball. Not getting that today. And it's a bullet. It is down. Rounding third, heading home, needing a good throw, and it's not in time. 5-3.
Thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play.
Dingler does it again.
So 2 outs with runners
RBI opportunity for Matt Fearling. 0 for 2. He walked his last time.
This one chopped in the ground, but foul.
Great swing. Great swing. 0-1.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-1.
Long inning for Danny Colomb.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and
And
third.
a ground ball. We were late on that
Right
cutter.
side, in plenty
That
of
hasn't been the
first.
problem
That
all
ends the
inning.
And they limit the damage. But the
Dylan
RBI
Dingler does
single
drive in a
pushes
run,
across
though.
a run.
2-run
It's now a
game.
5-3 ball game. You're
We will
watching
head to the
Major League
8th.
Baseball on the show. Back here in Detroit, all set for the start of the inning.
9-1-2 for Minnesota.
Edouard Julien.
Doesn't really matter who we throw out there. Let's see what kind of pitcher Tyler Holton even is anymore.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him. Well, these Twins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's
Ground
nothing
ball to
wrong with
Glaber.
delivering consistent.
Felt like a good
contact.
strikeout pitch,
That's
but
almost
could
always
not
gonna
get
lead
the
to
swing and a
positive
miss.
results.
Fires over to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Willie Castro.
Willie
the next
Castro.
Twin up to hit. And that's
Just low.
downstairs.
I don't remember
It's
if Willie is
1-0.
better. He's only slightly better against right-handers. Not all that bad.
One down, base is empty.
Ground
Swing
ball,
and a
Glaber
ground
as
ball.
well.
Torres
2
fires
quick
over to
outs
first.
for Tyler
And a
Holton.
couple of quick outs.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jonah Bride. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out. and a
Bride, strike
strikeout.
1.
Right through there for a strike.
The good news is with Tyler Holton is that even though his overall has decreased a lot this year, I mean, his performance has relatively stayed the same. Left a changeup up there,
Swing and a
but
base hit. And Carlos Correa
Hopefully.
with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
hopefully we're still okay. Now we could
Now
go to the
Correa
pen
up to
again
hit.
and bring in Hannafy. Yeah, I think that's the smartest thing to do. Look at the numbers for Correa. You nerf that
And
power
here
down a
comes the
whole
Tigers
hell of a lot.
manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
That and will keep Holton, one of our few left-handers, with enough stamina to come into tomorrow's game if need be.
Now pitching. for
So out of the pen
Tigers,
comes the right-hander.
So we'll see what Brennan Hannafy's
Well,
got.
he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
First pitch fastball 98 out of the bullpen.
The tying run at the plate. The shortstop
He
takes
doesn't
the ball.
chase, though.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That is the problem. Ooh, a call on the edge. Haven't gotten many of those today. Ground ball, just foul.
And foul ball.
Looking very
Nearly
settled
a
on the
big
mound
issue.
here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their
Oh, wow.
closer for the
Meanwhile, this pitch
Bouncing
gets
around for the second straight day, we see a ball
And
hit
now,
the umpire
a man into scoring
on the
position.
comeback. Ever since
That's
they
a base running
changed
right
the
there. You know, sometimes it
backstop.
takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable
Ball is
with the
really
mound out
bouncing
there,
off
especially when they come in
off the
trying
brick
to be
back
nasty
there.
with every pitch they throw. Not exactly
Oh,
what they were
man.
looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
It's one of those games where you'd have both teams barking at the umpire all day long.
Tying run at the plate.
Hanafi, slow roller. Torres is there. What a play to get out of the 8th.
Is the inning. Nicely done.
Oh, I didn't think we had a chance at it.
Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the
I
Tigers
almost
5 and
dove
the
to
Twins
try and
3.
get that ball. I'm very glad that I did not.
Now pitching for
Back
Minnesota.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll.
Well,
into
we'll
the
see
bottom
Cole
of the
Sands in the 8th inning.
And he's had his
8-9 and 1 for Detroit to try and tack on a little bit more. We'll be putting
a little bit right here.
Tommy Canley
Called.
in for the 9th inning.
Perez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
We'll stay in Detroit here on the channel after this. Play round 3 of the Rocket Classic. Bullet from Wenzel Perez. That's through for a base hit.
And aboard on the leadoff single.
9th Tigers hit
He
today.
is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving
Love
at
it.
full speed, and everybody is a step or
Here's
two
Javi,
behind.
1 for 2.
The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ground ball
Perez
foul.
digs in right side. Perez gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
That one could be trouble down the right field line. It is. Up and over the wall and a ground rule double for Javi.
They catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around
Well,
the bases,
swing the top
and
of the order
Javi
around.
Scores.
Could get ugly for the Twins if they're not
Back
careful.
to the top of the order. Here's the center
Some of the
fielder,
hardest contact of the day for Detroit right now.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to
That
the
first pitch
corners
slurve.
if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Ooh. Could not tell you how he missed that.
No.
Didn't get it. 2-1.
2-1.
2 for 4 on the day.
Little
Ooh, chase the
chopper
splitter.
rolls
2 and 2.
foul. 2 in scoring
Didn't
position,
really
nobody
chase it,
out
but
in the bottom
today it
half of the
feels like a
8th inning.
chase. Do it
And it
again.
remains 2 and 2.
Yep.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Staying alive. These
Looking
last
for that
two have been
swing
real
and
tough.
miss.
It was the
You're gonna
first
have to just
fastball he
change
got bat.
speeds a little bit,
Threw it
try
as
to
good
move
as he
it
could.
around, create just a little
Oh,
bit
boy.
of illusion at the end.
Got
No!
him looking, and he did not like the call.
Wow.
Right fielder, number 31.
So up next, Riley
On a day where the zone has been so small, they're going to intentionally walk Riley to face Carpenter.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this
What?
batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively.
How do
to
you
get
look
out.
at Kerry Carpenter and say, yeah, I'd rather face him? What?
Carpenter, the next to hit, takes outside.
Well,
I
this is a
just-
critical
I
spot
can't
for
fathom
both the
that.
pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how
1-0.
he handles these pressure situations.
Check
Ah,
swing,
one
right
around.
and it's 1-1.
The cutter's so high above the zone, you got to adjust the eyes back to the splitter low. It's tough. All right. Well, 1 and 2. Close.
Check swing.
Oh, they're gonna ring us up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, my God.
Spencer Torkelson.
Are we sure? I mean, I know when we go and look at these. The game says we fouled off a sinker, so that leads me to believe that we probably didn't go. Depends on what you... I don't know. Looking at these is just always just ridiculous because you never really know where the fucking bat
Up
is.
now for the Tigers.
Weird voodoo shit indeed.
That one fouled hard the other way.
How do you let that work out for them?
So they're all loaded up.
Kind of goes without saying, but stranding these two runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
Really feels like we have to push runs across.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Cutter stayed in the air forever. Do it again. 20th pitch of the inning for Cole Sands.
That's
Make
way
it 2-2.
2-2. That one is
Full
upstairs.
count.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting them hear it as well.
And
Unreal.
a swing and a miss. That
Unreal.
is his third of the game. So the Tigers leave them loaded.
It's a joke. We got
Remains
screwed on the
5-3.
Parker at bat. They walked Riley Green. Carpenter got rang up by some weird shit, and then I
All
think
set to
Torque
start
whiffed.
the
I don't
ninth
really
in this
know.
one. And now for the Twins, Royce. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Tommy Canley.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Tommy Canley with a 2-run lead.
First pitch misses.
Last night,
Canley, in his
we had a
11th
1-run
season,
lead
he
that Will
features
Vest
a
blew.
changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker.
But throwing Canley out here when the umpire has been what he's been tonight, terrifying. Ground
On the
ball,
ground,
Wenzel
out to
at short. One away.
Zips it across, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
That play won't be trending.
So
on
we got
social
Royce
media later
Lewis,
on,
Matt
but it's
Wallner
still
hitless
important to
tonight.
Execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
That'll be out of play.
Late
He had a
swing,
great
foul to the left.
game last night, at least towards the
I wanna
end.
start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Big hit and what wound up being a comeback win.
Bases
For the Minnesota
empty, one away.
Twins.
Here at the top of the ninth. Outside low. Now 1-2.
Yeah, he had a double late in the game that I don't remember if it scored a run. I think it did. Oh, jeez.
One down, base is empty.
Change up, swing and a miss.
Out swinging. Down to the last out for the Twins.
One out
Chased a
remains
little bit out
with
of
the
the
Twins
zone right
down
there.
2.
I don't think that's a strike if he takes it.
And we'll see
Pretty
Byron
textbook
Buxton.
pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch.
Sat
where
on
he
the slider.
doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And ball one.
Fastball command, as always, for Canley, not very good. Ground ball,
To the
Matt
left side,
Veerley.
and This is going to do it.
Throw across.
Out of first.
Tigers bounce
The
back.
Tigers even this series up at a game apiece.
Fell behind 3-1.
Tightly played game. Got a little
Came back,
every
certainly not your most
runs on the board.
impressive
Keep
win you're
pitching
ever
the
going to see,
defense in
but
certain spots. Definitely.
the bullpen holds on for once.
5-3 final
And we will have a
score in
rubber
this
match
one.
tomorrow
Chris
with
Singleton and
Tarek
Alex
Skubal on the
outstanding
mound. A
career
day
at
late,
the show.
but we will
I'm
officially be
Jeff
caught
Johnny
up
saying so long.
after tomorrow. Minus the 6-4, Festa to 6-8. Tommy Canley earns save number 7. Back to do it again tomorrow.